What up? It's the Grandpa MC coming at you with another video. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Alright, man. This video gonna be about Shannon Sharpe. Now, I ain't gonna get into all the details because that is what it is. It's been repeated over and over again. Everybody knows what's up. But the reason why I'm making the video is because I'm gonna give my perspective on Shannon Sharpe and all the backlash he's catching, and being an older guy. So Shannon Sharpe played for the Denver Broncos. He was a wide receiver. He was a wide receiver, one of the first of his kind. He was an important part of the team. They won back-to-back championships in 97 and 98, if I'm not mistaken. 97 and 98. 98, 99. Yep, 98, 99. That's when they won it. They won back-to-back. So, he was a personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he actually, people just started recognizing when they were playing the Patriots and they was blowing them out, and he got on the field phone and he was like, Mr. President, he was like, we need as many men as you can spare because we are killing the Patriots. So, he was funny. He was holding court in the second Super Bowl press conference because him and Ray something. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, he tore up Shannon Sharpe's knee. I know he went out with that injury, but I think he was the one that did it because they was just going back and forth. But anyway. So, he goes to Baltimore, helps Baltimore win the championship 2000, comes back for another year with the Ravens. Then he goes back to Denver. Then he retires. Goes into TV, starts being an analyst with CBS, and he was funny. He was doing a lot of funny stuff. That's one thing I can say about him. He's funny. He ain't manufactured funny. You know how some guys try to be funnier than what they think they are. They think they funnier than they are. So when he was on CBS for a minute, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared, and I was wondering when in real time it was going, I'm like, what happened to Shannon Sharpe? So then he pops up on ESPN, and he fills in for Stephen A. Smith on I guess he was taking a vacation day, whatever. But him and Skip Bayless had some immediate chemistry. Shannon Sharpe at that time, he was real humble. He was easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? So then, when Skip's time was up at ESPN, when he went to FS1, he brought Shannon Sharpe along. So then they, start doing Undisputed. Undisputed was the first 3 years of Undisputed was must-see TV. They was wild. They would go at it. And, over the course of time, I started noticing that, but you know what? Skip Bayless, just as an aside to this story, Skip Bayless, him and Stephen A. Smith, it started getting unbearable with him and Stephen A. when they were on First Take, because they were just the diva. It was too much diva-like behavior, both of them. Like, it got sickening. And then same thing with Undisputed, but not quite on the same level as Stephen A. and Skip. But we all know about the time when Skip told him to put his glasses on, and he had different moments, like when he came out there with the LeBron the goat head and all that other stuff. It was he was entertaining. That's what he was doing. So then, Undisputed went on for a long time. And so you could kind of see over the course of that time, him and Skip were getting tired of each other. It was visible. They was getting tired of each other. You could tell. So he leaves FS1, but the smart thing about the way he was moving is that he started up Club Shay Shay, and he started talking to different people, and people started gravitating toward him because he's a country boy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like him, country boy. You know what I'm saying? As far as like that's how people in TV think. So, he was, and it exploded. So he really didn't need First Take. He really didn't need Undisputed no more. And however he left, either he was fired or he left. But he left FS1 and then just started doing that. And then he teamed up with Cowherd and got the podcast he got now. Now he doing it with Ocho Cinco, and he be having different people on, so on and so forth. But the one thing I can say about Shannon Sharpe lately is that I've noticed how arrogant he's gotten over this period of time. Like that whole Deion Sanders, Asante Samuel thing, he could have handled it a lot better because he was trying to act like Asante Samuel was garbage, which is not the case, and saying like he didn't have really no leg to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like this man had 50 something interceptions. 50 he one interception less than Deion. I'm not saying he on Deion. You gotta always clarify that stuff. But anyway. And then, like he just started talking about himself in the course of that. And then he brought his replica Hall of Fame bus. You can see it. You can see he was getting full of himself. But that's just how it goes. When, they say money changes people. They say money makes you more of what you are. All that is true, but it would be hard to, like be humble if you've been winning at the rate and clip that he is. You would have to have some special kind of grounding to not be at least puffed up by that. So that's it. That situation is what it is. Now, as far as the young girl thing, man, older guys have been messing with younger women since the beginning of time. Kings and rulers and such, they marry young women. But I'm gonna say this as a young guy. As an older guy, sorry. You gotta know when time has passed by, man. You gotta know when to chill. You gotta know what's your speed and what ain't. And I think Shannon might have been, out of his depth a little bit, messing around with that chick. Now, it's gonna turn out it's gonna be what it's gonna be. But at the same time, this is like a cautionary tale for anybody that comes up fast, and you're getting a lot of success and money. Keep yourself grounded, man. Remember when nobody was paying attention to you. Remember when wasn't nobody checking on you. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say on that subject. Grandpa out.